scoring the touchdown. Here's Anderson to kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Lockett, the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play with? And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he will lose yardage and be back. Up to the 24.
Marcus Davenport. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
To throw on 2nd down, Hopkins, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wildcard game. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some room to work. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time. That'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Is good.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good Good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, Eckler, and he'll get it down here to the 43. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 3.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Off-play action. Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Hopkins trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He sets up the screen to Jones. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of...
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Mariota from the gun on third down. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. From the gun, Mariota, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
9 yards.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, it's Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 28 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out. What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and bounces it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good position to be in here, second and inches. From the gun, Hopkins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Operating from the gun, Hopkins eluding the pressure right. And he finds his man Griffin. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. Hopkins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Hopkins. The kick here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Hopkins on the screen. This is Eckler. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play. First down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Hopkins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Operating from the gun, Hopkins. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
To see what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Taken down here by the Saints. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. Eckler. There's some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to begin their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bucs' 9-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 6 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Lining up for the point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Mike Evans, 67 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point after.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Hopkins. He throws it and gets the slant out to Thomas. Able to get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hopkins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, gap points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
They got his man complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
To Josh Reynolds.
It's a big play there for the bucket, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Tonight's final score, Saints 30.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.